So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
Running left, Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
We got 3. We got 3.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
And that going to be taken in by Ashton Dulin.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now Wentz.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, you got 3, Three down. Check.
Now a give to Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media.
And, it'll be intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Tua.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 41, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. His throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. Dorsett's got it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Being chased out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out. and they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Texans 21, Colts 3.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before half for Wentz. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Tua to try again on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for first and 10. Dancing to his left. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This one left side caught by Collins. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Play action, now it's Tua. Steps away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Solid. Mike 51, Mike.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Watch tight ends right. 3 down. Mike 8. Wild Bill. Mike 8.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Taylor. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here we go.
82, 14.
Here's Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. Back to the same target. Campbell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll look to run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Wentz. The quick slant caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Wentz going to look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. 63 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
That's the way. Watch the safety creep.
Solid.
Forward, go.
Kill.
You know why this team showed up. Mike 8.
Wentz. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
74.
Mike 8.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wentz now on 1st down. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike 8. Let's go, baby.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Darius Leonard blew that play up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down. And
he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of down. Here comes Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now Ka'imi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Doolin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Shrugs him off. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This